Hey everyone, Rick here at Hit and Run Candlesticks. Like I said, I'm recording this, so we'll do it live, and I'm going to record it at the same time. I want to talk about the market a little bit. I want to talk about the importance of the chart. Okay, when I went to bed last night, I had really no idea if this market was going to be bullish or if it was going to be bearish. I didn't have the foggiest idea. I can't predict what it's going to do the next day. I can't do that. All I have is the tools that's in front of me. That's all I have. This morning when I woke up to the futures being down a little bit. Oh, dang it. I really wanted it to move up a little bit today. But the futures, they were down a little bit. So after my coffee, I drive to the office. That's a joke, by the way, just so you know. Get to the office. I turn on the computer, and I take a look at the market. And I'm going to get rid of this line just for a moment because it's driving me nuts. There we go. So I take a look at the market here. I look at the SPY, and I look at where we are this morning. And where's my little arrow? So we're right in that neighborhood. That's pretty close, okay? We're right in that neighborhood when we open. So, all right, darn it, kind of a bummer. But then after having another drink of coffee and after looking at the chart and making some notes to myself this morning, I started, looking at this chart. And I started thinking, okay, why is this down move this morning a bad move? Why is it bad? And for those that were in the room early this morning, in the Hit and Run Candlesticks room, there may have been, I was in the free room for a little while this morning. But for the members here, you know what I said. I'm not making this up this afternoon. I drew a line right here, those red dots, and I said the bad news is we're below the Trendicator here. That's the bad news. That's not good. And then I drew another line, and I said, well, price is still holding above the TLine. And it was, right in here. Now, that's not great news, but it's not bad news. That's good news in some cases. That's bad for the bulls. Of course, being below that Trendicator is good for the bears. And this morning I said, let's just be patient. Just take it easy. Let's not get excited. Because truthfully, you don't have enough information right here. Because we're down from yesterday's high, I saw panic from many, many people. There's no point in panicking. That didn't tell you a doggone thing. Because and this is something this is a pet bugaboo of mine, okay? This is something that aggravates me to no end. When I hear, say, CNBC, or anybody for that matter, say that we've gapped down, how can I do this? Let's see here. We take yesterday's candle, we close, we've gapped down to right here. No, we did not gap. This drives me bananas when I hear this. We did not gap down. Using the daily chart, whoops, there we go. There is the low. If you're going to gap down, this would be a gap down, not this. If you don't use the low, which I'm probably more of a body kind of person, but even with the body, we did not gap down. Sometimes we get, for those in the free room, and I'm broadcasting right now in the Hit Run Candlesticks and the free trading room right now, and we're doing this video live. And just a little bit ago in the members room, I was talking about candlesticks and the fact that they're short term. And you guys have all heard me mention this before. Read all you can. Watch all the videos you can. Go to free webinars, go to paid webinars, do all that. And then when you're done with all that, box every bit of it up and put it in a box. I'm not saying that stuff is bad. I'm saying it's fantastic. You have learned something. Now, put it in a box and write your own doggone book about trading. Not about what a bullish engulf looks like or a shooting star looks like. Write down the meaning of it. Who cares what they look like? Write the meaning down. And this is just something I've learned over 30 plus years of trading. What is a gap down? I don't care what CNBC says. And don't get me wrong, I love CNBC. That's my show of the day. It's my morning show. I never watch it during the day, but the morning, me, coffee, CNBC, my guitar, that's what I do every single morning, like clockwork. But when I hear them say, or when I hear just individuals say we gap down, I just want to pluck my eyeballs out. I want to rip my ears off my head so I don't hear this stuff. It did not gap down. If we're trading daily candlesticks, candlesticks are about the candlestick. Okay? They're about the candlestick. Thanks, Ed. Whoops. Okay. Sorry, I need to click this away. There we go. All right. So we didn't gap down. So this morning, I was in here everybody just take a breath for a second. Just take a breath. Relax. Now I'm going to clean all this off for a minute. Okay? If there were other headlines out there, and that's another thing, stop following the doggone headlines. For goodness sakes, follow the charts. The headlines, news events, come on, people, we're all grown-ups here. News events, they're all about the headlines. The headlines don't tell the truth of the news. They always find the goriest and bloodiest, or the cutest puppy dog, whichever side of the scale you want to be on. They want you to click on the article to read the article. Doesn't matter if it's on a magazine or the newspaper, if it's on Twitter, on Facebook, social media, on television, CNBC, it does not matter. It's just a way to get your attention. The headlines don't matter. What matters is just following the chart. There are times when you just have to say, okay, don't panic. And here's why I did not panic this morning. Is because if I follow my rules, which is I follow that red and green dot, this right here, okay? And if I extend it, and I'm going to come just like that, I don't care. Pick one over here, pick one up here. It doesn't matter. You've got green dots, and I went to the last one. That says, okay, we have a problem until we break out. Yes, we do. And then that other line, I don't care about price at this point. Price, I love price, okay? Price is king. Trend is king. They fight. One's king, one's queen. They fight. But when it really comes down to it, if you're trading nothing but pure price and you're constantly going from a daily chart to an intraday chart, a weekly chart, daily chart, intraday chart, what happens is you're driving yourself crazy. Because if you look at this on an intraday chart, I can see why you're panicking. It makes sense to panic. But I stick with one. I mean, you guys all know I look at intraday charts. I even will look at a weekly chart, but my chart of choice is the daily. It's a chart I choose to trade. Win, lose, or dry up, that's the chart. So that's the chart my decisions are going to be made on. We are still above the TLine. We are still below the Trendicator. Anything in there, that does not give you information enough to be long or to be short. It does give you information to maybe go have a double cheeseburger or go for a walk or go water your yard. Be patient. Let us have some clues. There wasn't enough clues. Okay, on the bullish side, let's go back to the headlines. If it wasn't for headlines, if it wasn't for news, if it wasn't for outside information, we're all grown-ups here. We have the information in front of us. We think that we have to have other information, and you don't. You really, really don't. So with that said, at any given time, you would have a chart that, I'm going to make this red so it's more visible and make it bigger. Any given time, we have a move up like this, and if we have a move down like we did today, bulls, you're going bonkers. You're sharpening your knife, you're grabbing a fork, you're putting a bib around your neck, you're about to jump into some whatever you like to eat, okay? That is a bullish gold mine. But because of headlines, and we are still in a downtrend. I get that. I'm not trying to take away from the overall downtrend. Even today, we're still in a major downtrend. I'm not trying to take away from that. All I'm trying to say is if we focus on the chart and if we know our rules, if we know what we're looking at, then we can say, like today, okay, today's not going to be a great day. Not a super great day, at least for part of the day. Now, I know there's a trader or two out there just making money hands over fist, but by and large, everybody panicked in here. And if we just forget price, let's take price away. Pull price out of there. Look at that. There we go. What is wrong with that chart? Nothing. Well, we're still in this major downtrend. That is a problem, yes. But for a relief rally, why did we panic today? We didn't. Not at all. So, anyway, I think this is just important. Earlier, a little while ago, we were, or I don't know exactly when, at some point earlier today, we talked about knowing what you can handle and knowing what you can't handle. Everybody that can hear me is you've got to decide what you can handle. What Ed can handle or JW or Al can handle, Phil might not be able to handle. What Phil can handle, Joe might not be able to handle. So grab a hold of this chart. Grab a hold of the charts and own them. You don't have to rely on anybody. Everybody here is grown up. Everybody here is smart. Everybody here has a chart in front of you. And it's easy to see what's going on. What you have to do is you've got to be big enough to say, okay, I just don't have enough information to make a decision today. I just don't have enough information. And that's where it was this morning. Let's be a little patient. We're underneath the Trendicator. We're above the TLine. I don't have enough. Major bear move in the major downtrend. We're still there. Anyway, I hope that was kind of helpful. Kind of. Thanks for listening, okay? I appreciate it. I'm going to turn this recording off. I don't want it to keep going here, so we'll just stop it.